You sense a great whirl of energy within the jar. The object and what lies inside are in your hands. The goddess carries a strange...
Easy. I'd say we get out of this place. Dunno how long they plan to...
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
Oh, really now? Well, well, well.
Tired of the view in here yet?
Are you certain you want to dismiss... His eyebrows shoot up, and a wry smile...
Can't say I'm not sorry to see you go, but you'll be alright. You seem to have the hang of it. Good luck out there.
I got that special shipment you was asking after.
Everything there? Good.
You spot a strange lizard. Yes, you recognize him from the ship. The lizard turns about.
I did survive, yes. You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a...
Yes, I'm sure you've all the making. Nevertheless, one... Now then, if there's nothing further, I'm sure I'd...
He sighs.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this touche?
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few...
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palette... What do you mean, what do I mean? I mean just what I say. I had a very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know the very same? I am the Red Prince. The all... Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all concrete. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall... This and that. Tag along. Do you really mean to compare the fate of an empire to whatever foil? On the other hand, I really could do with a dog's body. And you've already proven. Fine, I accept. On one condition. For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet... I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company. Jolly good. So, now that that's settled, even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as a born fighter, I prefer the... Very well. Onwards...
The Red Prince nods and gives...
Now, as you're aware, you'll be travelling with a prince. Proper forms, as your luck would have it. Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but... deplorable surrounding for an agreeable conversation, but go ahead. I intend to rule an empire one day, not a tiny outcrop. To that end, I suggest we focus... Of course, I'd much appreciate it if we managed to find a as am I. That said, I've the distinct feeling I wasn't... But there was something in the water. A voice made of air that soothed my flight. As a matter of fact, yes. You doubt it, do you? Perhaps. Mine is a skeptical approach still. I wonder if...
He hesitates.
Are you a religious person? A pity. Religious persons tend... As for myself, I perform the ancient rites of prayer. After all, when one is revered by many as a living god oneself, public deprecation would be needlessly self-important as well, wouldn't you say? There was a small incident which... Such a nuisance, the law. Quite necessary to keep the common in line, of course, but one such as myself it should exempt as a matter of course. What I meant was that, being authority, I shouldn't be under any thumb. Sadly, that enlightened point of view quite clearly turned out to be academic. If not, we wouldn't be having this very conversation. I hardly know you as yet. Let's leave some mystery in the relationship, shall we? There isn't much to say, but for the fact it's the portent of it all. I can feel it. The revelation, and justified it is too. You'll be a witness to wonders, I assure you. As certain as the sun, such is my conviction. I will be, then grow beyond being. Yes. Is it an audience? I intend to rule an empire one. To that end, Of course, I'd much appreciate it.
As the alcove opens, he's leaning over a corpse.
Bugger. How on earth am I supposed to...
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's...
Damnation. That's stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as some form of anchor? Ah! No! Oh, it's you. I must admit Why, it's a face that seems rather stubborn. I would normally employ a tool. I could then craft a mask to hide my
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard.
Because my own was stolen. Oh, get away! You are simple beasts, and you simply do not like. So, if I am to traverse this land, I will need a mask to disguise my features. Oh, don't be ridiculous. I cannot simply sit about waiting for the rest of you to die, so... Indeed. I may be the only Eternal. At least from this realm. As for the others... A cult? I could ask you to imagine an Eternal... We studied the mysteries of the universe, but I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find them. We will have our world again. I suppose, circumstances being, you seem more at ease in this world than I. Excellent. While we are conversing, perhaps you notice that, of course, the arcane arts are my... I could do that with one hand, but splendid. Very well. Let's be off. Is it not enough that you travel with me? Must you speak to... Go on then, bark away. Well, I thought a brief swim in the sea, or perhaps, and this is... this is perhaps the... My people are a race. We seek to master the... We craft wonders to last through the ages, long after your crude tools have... There is a great variety among us. This is what makes you such an abomination, you see. You look almost exactly like every other elf out there, just as every human looks like every other human. Walking through this world is as repulsively bland as staring at a wall for a century. After a while, the very sight of you disgusts me. No offense, of course. There are rumors that some have been found at the Black Pit. I was trying to uncover the truth when I was waylaid by these... But wherever the artifacts of my people are, I will find them. No, I should not. Not yet. Not until I know what truly... And, after all, I am still here, despite the Voidwoken's best efforts. Oh, I think of them as little as possible. As much, I imagine, as you think of gadflies. Not that there is anything wrong with you, of course, just that you're... Well... Whatever. Regardless, further study will be required.
The skeleton pulls a notebook from his robes and starts scribbling. After a...
sorry, do carry on. Just act as you do in your natural environment. Simply pretend I'm not here. The Mask of the Shapeshifter? In my time, it was nothing. I crafted one for my child once. She spent the day trying to convince me that she... Of course, now that toy could be the difference between... With that mask, I can shapeshift and walk through this world looking like any other simple mortal. It certainly makes traveling through towns easier. Trust you, bloody mind. People like you are the reason I'm using the mask to keep myself safe from the violence of this world. Who knows what evil it could do in the hands of some mortal witch. Oh, it's quite simple. One just acquires a face, a source orb, combining several of these single face masks. Frankly, I'm amazed everyone isn't doing it. Oh, of course there are. Almost all of them seem to have been... It's a terrific waste. Still. So if you happen across anything that seems... Fear? Please. It's a practical choice. Nothing more. Moving through this world is so much easier when you don't have to lecture some torch-wielding lunatics on the dangers of an open flame. Ignorant! Oh, I may be missing some social mores or be unaware of what king waged which war, but why nitpick? Your history is an interminably dull list of mortals that certainly one may have expanded his kingdom, or another invented some way of pickling fish, but what does it matter? Where will your kingdoms be in 100 years? In 1,000? They will all be dust, along with each and every one of your great heroes. Your people and nations come and go, but the universe is always there. The laws that govern your states change. Even when my people walked this land, a dropped apple still fell to the ground. I have yet to see the mortal king that can decree all apples must fall up from there. No. These laws stretch to infinity. Understand? That is knowledge worth having. Everything else is arguing over who is... Is it not enough that you travel with me? Must you speak too? Go on then, bark away. Let's see if we can find any method in it. Well, I thought a brief... Or perhaps an...
You hear a small whimpering sound from behind a basket. You peer behind. The child quiets and seems comforted by your presence. She looks up at you with curiosity. Her eyes lock with yours for a moment. She places her head on her... The child doesn't lift her head from...
Where is she? You go with us. Who are you? Are you from the shelter? She says nothing of another. Fire, alas! She is so late! Yes, Atusa. She is a lizard, she is a magister, but she is kind. But Atusa is overdue. She promises to come at noon. We are afraid to stay, afraid to leave. Beggars can't be choosers. Atusa extends her hand. I take it, even if it's but straw I grasp for. She says there is a shelter in the marshes outside the fort. She says she brings us there first. She knows a safe path. We wait for a boat, and then we go. Atusa is different. She does not believe in this place, in their bishop. She will come, and she will take us away from here. If she is not here before the setting sun, I fear Magister Atusa forgets us. Nothing at all is certain.
A serene elf potters between his...
Oh, King! Come! Come! But look, Tyr Sendilius smiles. Isn't nature just marvelous? Ah, it's good to meet a fellow green thumb.
Beaming widely, he hands you a bucket and a seedling before patting your hands affectionately.
Oh, anywhere you like. Just plant the seedling in the bucket, then place it in the ground. Herbs have their own wisdom. They can take it from there.
The elf beams a wider grin than you've seen so far in Fort Joy.
Many plants can be coaxed to life in this way. The more the merrier for them and for us.
The jolly expression on his face falters and drops. Hollow-eyed, he twists and turns the plant in his hands until it is no more than dead leaves and dirt.
Death fog. All gone.
His mouth sets in a stern...
After that, I took life. I took all the life that was taken from me. And then...
Your question seems to jolt him back to the present moment.
Oh, look at me, reminiscing about the olden days again. Far better to work the soil, to tend the seedlings, to make life, to make life.
The elf returns to his planting, grinning and...
May your every seedling bear great fruit, my friend. It's easier than boiling an egg. Just place a seedling in a bucket and then place it in the ground. The plants know what to do from there. And so many plants can be grown in this way. Try Amadouvier, the puffball, Drudenegg. May your every seedling bear great fruit, my friend.
To these turtles. They're transforming. Swallowed too much seawater by the looks of him.
Foolish to attempt an escape by sea in these waters.
What's this? I found something.
The child doesn't lift her head from her. You hear a small whimpering sound from behind a basket. You peer behind it and find a small human child holding... She looks up at you as if to answer, but recoils at the sight of you and buries her face in her knees once more. The girl begins to scream fearfully, and the child sobs lilt. You hear a small whimpering sound. The child quiets and seems comforted by your presence. She looks up at you with curious eyes. The child nods and reaches up to you. As you hold her, her breathing grows slow and calm.
Thanks. You're nice. You can have this. I found it outside, but I can't read it yet. That's next year, and then I'll learn it.
She nestles back into her spot on the ground and starts tracing figures. A little family in front of a house in the dirt.
Everything has a heart, except lizards, maybe. Maybe they do. I don't know. The waterfall has... Everything has a heart, except lizards.
Go! Get out! You are not welcome here! Go, man-pig!
May your every seedling bear great fruit. May your every seedling bear great fruit, my friend.
It's been cursed.
so much.
I fear it will be quite some time before we find any answers at all.
The kin's brow knits together.
What? Oh, kin. New recognize you? Of course I recognize my mind. What else, kin? Where's that then? The egg? We'll go back to the egg. Naturally. How could one not? How can it be that it suddenly summons these... I fear it will be quite some time before we find any answers at all, my friend. Though it doesn't hurt to ponder.
Just as you're about to address the...
This man is a dreamer. Permission indeed.
He bids the dreamer stand. The dreamer then chews and he falls asleep. The Red Prince pinches the bridge of his nose in apparent irritation before turning his back on the jab. You receive a withering...
A deserved bit of sarcasm, I suppose. But though this sting-tailed fellow may be a less... Turns out I'm being hunted by... The dreamers, though, they're on my side. And they've visions of me on the throne. Of course it is. I was born with the promise of an empire, and that... But to keep it, I must find a second dreamer. A greater one. A more experienced traveller of the dream world. Bahara is her name, and she resides in the swamplands east of the fort. So, let us make our escape and venture there post-haste.
You know, I could tell you all about swamp dreamers too if I chewed that much Drudene.
Oh, do hold your prickly tongue.
Upon seeing you approach, Yarrow and Migo talk. The creature stands completely still. The creature before you stares with sightless eyes and leans from side to side, like a puppet without strings.
Ain't this creature's fault someone stole its mind? Poor thing.
That's unnatural, abhorrent, evil.
It seems to be even more primitive than the rest of its species. Fascinating.
Yes, by all means, let us partake in the art of... But that's the whole idea, I'm afraid. See, the ancient empire consists of 3 houses. We of war rule the empire. Or so I thought. For if the warnings I was given are true, there's not only such... and you in me. I intend to rule an empire one day, not a tiny outcropping in the sea. To that end, of course, I'd much appreciate it if we managed to find Bahar...
As the Magister turns to face you, you feel...
Have you seen the contraptions this mortal has crafted? He may have the very tool I need to craft my mask.
Fane cheerfully rather than reacting with... Unfortunately, the Magister does not seem willing to...
Who are you, you lovely little fairy?
He reaches out and places a hand on yours.
Aha! Easy. So fascinating. Living, please, come in. Oh, do make yourself at home, won't you? Oh, but this is destiny. I too name my knives, and my shears, and my pliers, and my scalpels. Oh, dear little thing. I'd like to lick you all over with my studded tongue. Ah, can do. But come, darlings. Time to die for Papa.
Hurts, doesn't it?
Exquisite. The perfect tool to rip a face from a corpse. I think I shall call it the Face Ripper. Now to harvest a few samples, gather some source orbs, and craft a new mask.
This won't be of any use.
Scratch, bite, bark, kill.
Tough, Bunny. This rat.
Scratch, bite, bark, kill.
As the Magister turns to face you, you feel Fane's...
Have you seen the contraptions this mortal has crafted? He may have the very tool I need to craft my mask.
Fane cheerfully explains, rather than reacting with... Unfortunately, the Magister...
Who are you?
He reaches out and places a hand on yours.
Aha! Please, come in. Oh, do make yourself at home. Oh, but this is destiny. I too name my knives, and my shears, and my pliers, and my scalp. Ah, rudely I am denied. You may break my heart, but I'll have yours with strawberries.
As the Magister turns...
Have you seen the contraption?
Feign rather than react. Unfortunately, the Magister does not seem willing to...
Who are you?
He reaches out and places a hand on yours.
So fascinating. Please, come in. Oh, do make yourself at home. Well, this is my playground. A little sanctuary away from the ugly world upstairs. And my games, well, you're not listening, darling. Perhaps we should start with making a little more space with... Come, darlings. Time to die for Papa.
The creature has two... As the Magister turns...
Have you seen the contraptions this...
Feign cheerfully, rather than... Unfortunately...
Who are you?
He reaches out and gently squeezes your arm.
So exquisitely firm. You halflings are such a marvel. So strong. Please, come in. Oh, do make yourself at home, won't you? Well, this is my playground. A little sanctuary away from the ugly world upstairs. And my games, well, they leave marks. You're not listening, darling. Perhaps we should start with making a little more space within those ears of yours.
I don't feel so good.
Where's Griff's crate?
Need I repeat myself? Atusa, please.
Is that indigestion or is it... Oh God, not now.
Is it not enough that you travel? Go on then, bark away. Well, I thought a brief... Or, perhaps, and...
Are you certain you want to dismiss your...
Yes, go on then.
Deplorable surrounding.
Are you certain you want to
Your loss.
Nice the beasts.
Can we get on with this already?
You come to fight. You come to prove yourself. You come to be worthy. There can be only one, and you have but one chance.
Who will be next to fight?
Good. Who aids you? Choose wisely.
To the dark with you.
Congratulations to our champion.
You don't become the one by winning just a match
The
or
one will walk among us,
Brings us
though
one
not
step
today.
closer.
You may yet be the one. A warrior traveling the path of the wand should not be collared like a...
My fight is strong. No way I'll be besting.
You may yet be the one. A warrior traveling the path...
Hurry the one.
The
Patience.
dwarf cocks his head.
Marcus?
Beast glance.
Best let me handle this.
Become the one by winning just a match or two.
You cannot hurry the one. Patience comes easy, however.
That's Beast nowadays, friend. That other name long left that...
Right, sorry. Just hard not to see you as that wild-eyed troublemaker.
Longer than that. Too bad I'm cooped up here. Things are looking grim out there.
Oh, bigger than what she's already managed. Say a single word against her, and a royal copper will throw you in a dank cell or carve the royal insignia on your throat. Unless you've got a handful of coin to donate to the kingdom, of course. You're going to need to blow this popweed stand if you want to stop her, but maybe this'll help, eh? Nab the key off that Kraus fella up above. Not the brightest of the magisters. Would stick his head in a pig's arse and call it, I tell you to take care crossing the Divine Order, but from what I hear, you can handle yourself just fine against Alexander's flunkies.
Word gets around, does it? Well, I appreciate the help. I won't...
Champion of Fortjoy, spreading your name.
I see your potential has begun to...
You were decent in the arena, but you'll have to...
Well done. Very well. Tell me, what is your strategy in battle? You do not fight like others.
His eyes sparkle as he grins.
I will keep my eye on you. Well done. Tell me, what is an effect I will keep?
I see your potential has begun to shine through.
I'm the only one with a gun. You were decent in the arena, but you'll have to do better than that.
You may yet be the one. You prove yourself again, and again,
You cannot
and
hurry
again.
the one. Patience does not come
A
easy.
warrior.
Champion of Fortjoy, spreading your name.
Not drawing many winning cards of late, but I won't be crying over it. Sailed... Aye, the right enemies. I ain't saying I'm some proper role model, but you show me anyone whose heart ain't soaked in shadow, and they'll have enemies. If you're light, the darkness is your enemy. You've got enemies, haven't you? Aye, sometimes you make enemies just by being who and what you are. That's all it takes. They'll hate you because of the source in you, or because you've got scaly skin, or because you eat limbs. Okay, I admit that one still creeps me out sometimes, but don't judge me too harshly. We're still good. I'm no people person, but I've had one way or another will...
Watch your...
Boring.
there, old buddy, old acquaintance. Well, that was easier than...
Who are you?
He reaches out and gently strokes your cheek.
Oh, so soft. Please, come in. Oh, do make your... Well, this is my playground. A little sanctuary away from the ugly world upstairs. Oh, darling, it's not so much twisted as it is bent. Come, darlings. Time to die for Papa. Who are you?
He reaches out and gently strokes your cheek.
Oh, please, come in. Oh, do make yourself at home, won't you? Well, this is my playground. A little sanctuary away from the ugly world upstairs. And my games, well, they leave marks. Oh, darling, it's not so much twisted as it is... Come, darlings. Time to die for Papa. Who are you, you lovely little puppy?
He reaches out and gently strokes your cheek.
Oh, please, come in. Well, this is my playground. A little sanctuary away from the ugly world upstairs. And my games, well, they leave marks. You're not listening, darling. Perhaps we should start with making a little more space within those ears of yours.
Back so soon?
He grins.
Right you are.
The shrine depicts loose low, your knees buck.
Who are you?
He reaches out and gently strokes your cheek. He pulls his hand back languidly.
Aha! Please, come in. Oh, do make yourself at home, won't you? Tut tut, I won't hear anything to the contrary, and there's nowhere for you to go, love. Please stay with me in my playground. You're not listening, darling. Perhaps we should start with making a little more space within those ears of yours.
Back so soon?
He grinned.
Right you are.
Now speak. I am a proud loyal to the Order. I would not dream of subverting our cause.
Tusa, please.
Answer.
Grandmaster that. It's everything to do with the Paladins. You sully the Divine's name with this place. The Divine would want the world free of Void Hookers. Sorcerers are like the Divine's children. If you're harming them in here, we'll... You're weak. Only we have the will to do what's necessary. You can't hide what you're doing forever. This is nothing to do with the Paladins. Go and tell your grandmaster. It's everything to do with the Paladins. Sully the Divine's name in this place. Sorcerers are like the Divine's children. You're harming them here.
Back so soon?
He grinned.
Right you are.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue.
If you can tell the...
This can't be serious, Alex.
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Atusa pinches the tip of her...
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, Dallas.
Yes, Your Holiness. What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
Don't you hear?
Hey.
Hi.
Not drawing many winning cards of late.
As you approach the unsmiling Magister,
I need to talk to this one for a few moments.
Ifan strides up to them.
Go! I'll give you the...
Ifan walks back to you. Ifan catches you looking over at it.
What?
it's just practice. All in the way you set your jaw, lass. I only do it when it's necessary. And it was necessary back there. He wanted me to... I'll do my best. But it's hard to teach an old wolf... well, any...
After reading the scrap of paper he took from the Magister, Ifan marks a spot on your map and looks out to the far horizon.
Tired of the view in here yet? If we can make it to the swamps, there's a weapon waiting for me. My contract aside, I'd say getting out from under the...
Are you certain you want to dismiss your... His eyebrows?
Can't say I'm not. Good luck out there.
See them, miss? Bishop Alexandra, they were just there. The bishop's much...
Did you see him? You did, right? Those claws. Wonder what's behind the masks, too. That, Magister. What? Have you liberated my own... Now, why don't you move... Move along, eh?
I got my eye on you, Moss Muncher. Don't try any... You shut that... You're all the same, you sorcerers. Stay out of trouble now. Bishop's a son, and the hammer's a solid sort. When you give up the... They're working on a... During the time when we lost... Can't for certain. So that's what we do. Lucian gave his lot... Fort Joy ain't no summer camp. No one...
Need something in the kitchen, do you?
Oh, hey! Hey! I thought you might be Emmy. Okay. If you find out where it, not too far from here, lots and lots, I think I love you.
Worse than war rations, these. Hands out your pockets, now. What do you want, freak? Out the fort? Make it quick. Hell if I'm not sure. I never seen... If boss... You mean that guy... boss will be fine.
Hey.
What do you want now? Make it quick. Hell if I'm never sure. If... You mean that guy... boss will be fine. He's got... What do you want now?
Easy now, old chap. It isn't my fault she's dead. Gods. The smell.
You deaf?
You remember what I said? No sense in going at this whole mean world alone.
not drawing many.
The cat's eyes are closed.
Tides in and out and in again. Cockle, clam. Patience, smell. Patience. Tides in and out and in again.
This again.
should be happy for greed.
What did you say?
Are you ready for me to join? Off we go, then.
I found you, didn't I? Red, they said. Red, then dead. Not an attempt, mate. Not if I can bloody help it. Time's up, Your Highness. Let's dance.
Damned nuisance these assassins are. It's their frightful manners I mind the most, really. Well, that was rather fun, wasn't it? I do find it ever so... Oh, one gets used to this kind of thing so... I'll tell you what, though. The House of Shadow, all those bumblers they've sent so far, mark... Quite right. Do seek my counsel. Dozens, I should imagine. Let them come, I say. I intend to rule an empire one day. To that end, I suggest we Of course, I'd much appreciate it if we managed...
You should be happy for greed.
What did you say?
That's what happened, isn't it?
Bleeding snake.
Now, let's not get nasty. Greed's better off, I'm sure.
Keep her name out of your mouth, Elder.
Easy now, old chap. It isn't my fault she's dead.
Perhaps it goes bleeding. Wolves didn't eat so much.
Who are you, you lovely little fairy?
He reaches out and places a hand on yours.
Aha! Please, come in. Oh, do make yourself at home, won't you? Well, Sugar, now that you should mention it. Atusa by name. Whatever it is, Puppet, give it over,
He squeals in delight.
Bless you, Puppet. Oh, bless you.
Busy caressing Atusa's severed leg and gibbering happily, he fails to notice you. The creature looks...
That, of course, was so many years ago now. I can hardly remember the smell of his skin anymore. Oh, but I've told you about that many times before, haven't I? Silly. You aren't tired of my stories, are you? That, of course, was so many years ago now. I can hardly remember the smell of his skin anymore.
Bishop Alexander is looking rather regal.
Artistic license and all.
What is this? Some sort of magister weapon. Good looking out, Bishop.
Good indeed.
Oh, but I've told you about that many times before, haven't I? Silly me. You aren't tired of my stories, are you? Can you even hear me in there? That, of course, was so many years ago. I can't remember the smell of his skin anymore. Oh, but I've told you about that many times before, haven't I? Silly. You aren't tired of my stories, are you? Can you even hear me in there? That, of course, was so many years ago now. I can hardly remember the smell of his skin anymore. Oh, but I've told you about that many times before, haven't I? Silly me. You aren't tired of my stories, are you? Can you even hear me in there? That, of course, was so many years ago now. I can hardly remember the smell of his skin anymore. Oh, but I've told you about that many times before, haven't I? Silly me. You aren't tired of my stories, are you? Can you even hear me in there? That, of course, was so... Oh, but I've told you about that many times before, haven't I? Silly me. You aren't tired of my stories, are you? Can you even hear me in there?
You intruder! Bandit! Sorcerer! Stop!
Buddy?
Emmy! Fall back! Sorcerer!
Bruno! Buddy? Buddy! My mate? Buddy? My buddy! But...
Emmy! No! Sorcerer! Bad! Bad!
But... Bruno! I'm...
You! Sorcerer! Go! Emmy! Crying!
Source. Die. Kill. Kill.
Argos is a good dog.
Rat? Just dust, buddy.
Emmy! Sad! Bad sorcerer!
Scratch. Bite. Bark. Kill.
Catch baddies. Buddy? Baddies. Baddies. Buddy.
This again.
Buddy.
Scratch. Bite. Bark.
Dog.
Kill.
Dog.
This can't be it.
Catch baddies. Buddy? Baddies. Baddies. Buddy.
Oh, lucky find.
Kill.
This can't be it.
Nice.
Hello? My tummy hurts.
Scratch,
My
bite, bark,
tummy hurts.
kill.
Dust Bunny! This rat.
You let me free. What if I'm dangerous? What if I hurt somebody? What if I hurt you? They fed me horrible things. Meat from people. I didn't want to eat it, but they do something to it that makes it... I'm scared. I'm not myself anymore.
A low growl. The dog starts to salivate and lick his...
This is awful. Please, just put me down.
All right, I'll do it.
I won't be killing any innocents today.
This is not justice. Birdie does not deserve to die.
No, no, no!
Dust Bunny!
Birdie starts to cry. He lets you hold him for a moment, his whole weight pressed into yours, then slowly stands up, licks your cheek.
Die. Kill, kill.
Oh. Buddy. My buddy. Rat! Just Dust Bunny.
Scratch, bite, bark, kill.
I'll need to get clever with this lock.
The Divine would want the world free of Void Woken. Sorcerers are like the Divine's children. If you're harming them in here... Subdue them, and make sure Cork doesn't leave.
By Lucian's swords, these magisters are madmen. Are you all right, dwarf? I'm glad to hear it. It was good to have you on my side. We showed those maniacs what's what, eh?
He pauses a moment to wipe a thick mixture of
I still can't believe they had the gall to attack me. It's high treason to go after a paladin like that. We're Divine Order, gods damn it. Our superiors will be very interested to hear this. Our Grand Master for one, but we've stood about talking long enough. And this place is no roadside tavern. It's certain death if we keep linked. First things first. After that, though, I was once told that I must be off.
Not drawing many winning cards of late, but I won't be crying over it. Sailed away from my last island prison scot-free. No reason I can't do it again. I'm no people person, but I've had a run in. One way or another will slip.